When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
And as the delay fades away, welcome back to another week or month or couple of weeks, depending on what our kind of hit ratio's like on YouTube. We've been a bit off of late. Welcome back to the channel anyway. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're not new to the channel and you've been here for a while, thanks for coming back and watching us talk crap about good gear. Today, we've got the Waza pedals from Boss. And if you can remember that old advert for, what was it actually for?
What one?
The
Oh, Budweiser.
but I'm gonna just put that all over this video. So if you
Budweiser.
but if you don't like that, like and hate this vid, every time I say Waza,
Waza.
there you go. I'm gonna put one of those things in. So anyway, we've got these Waza Craft pedals, which are kind of in-house modded signature kind of pedal from Boss. They've been selling for years with the Super OverDrive and the Blues pedal and the delay pedals, but they've been digital since like the mid-80s. They did have a one called the DM2 and the DM3, which kind of revered, and they've re-released that basically. So in the intro there, you heard the BluesDriver with the delay pedal. Now I like quite a bit of delay on my sound, so basically it should be showing you that this delay kind of gets out your way a little bit. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to kick over to the drive pedal, which isn't the Blues one, and just show you how that sounds. I'll give you a little bit of the clean tone with no effects on, just the and I'll kick in the delay. So this is just the clean channel. And that's just basically coming from the Laney Ironheart 60 watt, which is my kind of go-to amp. And then let's put a bit of that delay in. Now the settings I've got on this bad boy are about, the repeats are quite slow, the intensity is 50%, and the echo is about 50% as well. And that's kind of it's a nice setting. It might be too long for some, it's quite ambient. You can make clicky noises like that that sound like a sharp duck. Next one, so let's throw in the drive pedal. Now on this, the Super OverDrive, I've got this 50% level, drives dimed, and I've got it just under 50% on the tone. And this is with the custom switch engaged. So this is the mod engaged. On the standard, it's kind of, it's still better than the Super OverDrive, I think, from days gone by. A little bit more expensive though as well. They just seem to have polished everything up. It's a bit fatter, but this is with the custom switch engaged with the delay on. too much delay. Let's try that with the BluesDriver again, just so you can hear the comparison between the two. So that's the distortions. Let's take the delay out and just give you a hit of one or the other. So this is the BluesDriver. Oh, so that's nothing. And let's try the same with the OD. OD seems a little bit cleaner. But it sounds really good in the room. Let's try the BluesDriver again, and again, let's dime the drive on that now. And we're going to take it from the standard to the custom, so it's custom now. No, it's not, it's off. And let's do the same with the overdrive. So it's currently on custom. Back to standard. And then some delays with the custom and the standard. Now with the delay, it doesn't really affect the tone at all. It's more of a timing thing. So on S, you get, I think it's 300 milliseconds. On the custom, you get 600 milliseconds, so it's just a timing. So let's just throw that in on a clean tone. And then just by clicking that over to standard, instantly it's just half the time. Weird thing about this pedal is that we have got the repeat is actually the reverse of what it would normally be. So the higher that dial is, the faster the faster the repeats are, and then the lower it is, the slower the repeats are, which is kind of back to front from the digital delay pedals. Echo just gives you the amount, and the intensity gives you the speed. So, oh sorry, actually no, the repeat is the speed. Let me just figure out what the intensity is. So they've changed the names on everything. The intensity is the volume of the echo. And then the echo is the tone. Which I find is quite dark anyway, which is good because it kind of gets out the way you're playing a little bit. But it's such a pleasing delay. I really like this delay pedal. So let's just get a long delay, give it some intensity as well. And just see how that sounds out with some ambient kind of chord and stuff. So really nice. And again, this is all running into the front of the amp. We've not messed with effects loop or anything. This is just kind of what these pedals would sound like if you waz them into your front of your amp. So did they ever? I used a Scouse word to discuss this kind of input thing. If you want to see them running through the effects loop, give us a shout. We've got them for a while, but all it means is just a lot cleaner. It's a lot better when you're using your amp distortion. If you were to put, well, I'll show you. I'm just going to now run my amp gain with no pedals on and just see what it does to that delay. Kind of gets in its own way a little bit. Now, obviously, if that was in a loop, that wouldn't be doing that. It'd just keep everything a little bit cleaner. But most guys are going to just be throwing these or wazzing them in front of a clean amplifier, which is kind of cool, and they sound great. So they're going to change in value whenever you're watching this. If you're watching this in the year 2025, you're going to be able to pick one of these up for nearly next to nothing. Considering we're just starting off in 2015, they're coming in about 120 green sleeves. It's not a bad price, really, for basically a boutique Boss pedal.
That's 120 English pounds sterling.
That's what that is.
But if you're in the old US of A.
Oh, right. Oh, who knows what the dollar
YouTube's
is?
global, man. You need to appreciate that.
All right. I need to figure out what currency means then, don't I?
Exactly. It's going to be a lot of yen. It's probably going to be a metric fuck ton of Australian dollars.
I think it's going to be 75,000 rupees.
If you're playing Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
How many rupees are these? Is that a couple of purple rupees?
Couple of purple rupees, but do you mind just go hoarding plants?
Chop them grass.
5 rupees in each bowl of grass there. Bowl of grass. Where I've been living, on a farm. On a bong. So that's it basically. Waza Craft pedals. They're awesome. They're modded. They sound much like the Keeley kind of mods. Super fat. The distortions give you more low end, bit fatter, a little bit more gain. That's what you get for your extra Waza button. And even in standard mode, they just sound better than the original pedals. Don't know what they've done. They've just cleaned them up a little bit. They feel a little bit more amp-like. Speaking of which, we'll just run through the cleanup on them. And then the delay is that modulated, old school analog delay where the delay isn't perfect every time. It does degrade over time, and it sits in your playing a little bit more than a digital delay pedal would. So they just sound great. 2 of them running because I like an alternate effect with my delay, and then these guys on a little mini board with, I don't know, with a gerbil powering it for you, and you've got a little handy fly rig, which is just mint. I dig. So let's use the Super OverDrive, I suppose, and we're just going to roll the volume down. It's on full beans currently, and we'll see how well it clean up, really. So without delay, let's just try that out. Yeah, so very touch responsive. Feels like an amp rather than a pedal. So cool, guys, go and have a go at Wazas because you can't go wrong. And how many times did you see someone saying "Waza" in this video as well? Comment below. I don't know.
It's one too many.
I think I might actually put so many in that people won't get this far in the video. They'll put it off.
Waza.
Waza.
Ah!